Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Democratic Brazil. Last time we kept pushing through Greece. Turkey joined the war on the side of the Allies, and we have joined a major Allied landing in the Benelux countries. We have 14 divisions. These are, I think, 42 with divisions. We've got taking part in the invasion up here. We also have 10 divisions that are our marine divisions, which we could actually just merge that with our other army for the moment. No reason we can't do that. Where are these guys? Oh, they're coming from the UK. So we've got 24 full divisions taking part in the invasion of the Benelux countries. With that invasion, we should be able to really do a number on the German army. We have pretty strong divisions. We have air superiority, clear air superiority over the region, with our Air Force and the Americans together. Let's actually take a look at this. Let's go air superiority again and throw some close air support on. See if our planes could hold out in Greece now that we've distracted them elsewhere. For research, I'm going to actually start moving a little bit on anti-air. I saw a comment on one of the last videos about needing to add anti-air to my divisions. I don't know that we'll be facing too much German air support right now, just given where we are in the war. I think we've already taken out a good chunk of their Air Force, plus we have the American Air Force on our side. So hopefully we won't have to face too many German planes, but it probably won't hurt to be able to add that to our divisions. I know they add some soft attack as well. And that would be a major benefit for us to be able to not have to worry at all about taking damage from the skies. So we're throwing more divisions at the attack here. Knocking out this pocket in Dunkirk and Calais, and that will there we go. We encircled a bunch of divisions, got one of the mini in-game awards here. Here we go. We got silver for 50 divisions that we have encircled, and with that we can also move those divisions up to the rest of the front line, redeploy those forces, and keep pushing harder. So what do we have now? How's the air war looking in Greece? Throw open the details. Still losing more fighters, but we're bombing their troops. So hopefully as we keep upgrading our fighters, their industrial capacity is going to keep getting weaker as the Netherlands are now pushing into Germany. Some of those factories are going to fall into our hands. Let's see, a preferred tactic for this guy. First off, what are you even commanding right now? Greece. So what do we want in Greece as a preferred tactic? Delay might be good. Reduce their damage to us. But we kind of want a breakthrough. I think let's try breakthrough. Now, since they've had to pull so many divisions off, we might have a numbers advantage. Let's see how this battle looks. So we've got a third division in it, and we can start wearing them down. They've got low supply, so they're going to have a penalties to their defense and attack. Our general has a skill of 5. They have 6, so still not too bad. And we have more planes in the air, so hopefully we can use that and start dealing some damage to their units with our Air Force. Look at that, we got more factories available. Can keep upgrading our planes. That's one option. Keep upgrading our artillery. I know the artillery is going to be crucial for us. This is our, I guess we can just use our last doctrine here for fully researching that doctrine tree. Did we create a new tank last time? No, we didn't yet. So we have the advanced medium tank chassis. Let's take a look at this. Slow down time. So I think we can just roll with the regular medium armament. I'm not seeing too many armored divisions from the Germans. But if we go with the howitzer, yeah, the cannon, just having that piercing option, I think is good. Although if we compare it to the improved medium howitzer, that's a lot of soft attack. Let's go cannon. I don't want to end up not being able to pierce them. Two-man turret versus three-man turret. I'm going to stick with two-man for the lower production cost. We've got the improved radio for our defense breakthrough. Secondary turret. The small cannon's just superior in every way. Go sloped armor, as always. And then additional machine guns is tempting. I do like the stabilizer, the smoke launchers, the autoloader though. More defense, more breakthrough. So that'll keep our divisions going longer. So I'll go with the autoloader. I'm always curious about the petrol electric engine because it adds defense and breakthrough, but it adds production cost and really reduces our reliability. So I think I'm going to stick gasoline. Cast armor is really expensive, so let's go welded. And then for the suspension, let's go road wheels. Let's see, that's plenty fast enough. Let's throw some armor at it. Just kick the speed up enough. I think we're good there. I like this tank design. Pick a nice icon for it. I don't like these icons. I wish we had more. I don't want the 3D models more. I want more icons. There we go. That's our medium tank. We'll get these in production and start getting those out to our forces really soon. Not sure I've got the AMD pop up there. Now we're going to need a little more resources. We're going to have all of our factories importing resources. That's a bit much. What are some options here? I wonder if I can ask the Netherlands for control of this part of Germany. Can I squeeze some factories out of that? I've got the manpower for it. So when we look at our occupied territories, we're getting that put together. We get 2 factories from it. Military governor. Let's go local police force for now. Do like having the local police force. And how's the rest of this fight looking? We're really doing a job in France. We retook Paris. And this fight's still going on. We are still pushing into this little chunk of Attica here. So let's take a look at where all of our divisions are. We've got the 24 divisions in northern France here. Got the 7 divisions in Greece and only 3 back home. Let's see. Trying to think of something creative here to do to start to swing things. Alright, I'm going to stop building these flame tanks. Not sure what really went wrong there, why that didn't work out. And how are resources even looking for us? We're exporting all of our rubber. We actually are exporting our steel. And we're just short on steel. How many factories do we have? We have 23 importing goods, 3 for construction, 13 for consumer goods. So I could just work on getting the rest of that steel. Wish I had more for construction. And I wish I could get rid of some consumer goods factories. That would be helpful. I could go total mobilization, but I need to have the troops for it. I'd imagine the Germans have to be running a little low on resources here, though they're still pushing into the Soviet Union. Because we are taking some major cities. Let's push into this here. Now that we've crossed this river, I'm not sure what river this actually is. We've taken Hanover. So that's a big city in our hands now. I'd like to take Bremen. Wonder what I could do with building out a real armored division. Am I even building any? No, I'm not building any mechanized right now. Let's see how our infantry equipment stocks look. So we don't have any weapons 3 stored. I have a bunch of weapons 2. Just thinking about if I can take some factories off that. Let's take a factory off weapons. A couple off close air support. Throw them at... I want mechanized. But really, let's just do motorized for now. We've got enough. So Iraq is now our enemy. Oh, that's right. Iran is now communist because they lost to the Soviets. The Greeks are holding out. Well, I guess it's not really Greeks. It's the Turks, some Americans, and Mexican army there. Still pushing. Now, I really want Bremen. So let's take a look at a motorized, I guess it would be an armored division. Let's start with a blank template. So first, it's going to be all of our medium tanks. This is going to be a very powerful division. And then we'll do mobile. So we'll have our motorized infantry. Trying to get the HP and organization up. Let's do some motorized artillery. And then more infantry for continuing to build up that organization and HP. 120 experience to build this. Definitely want engineer, definitely want logistics. Throw some support anti-air there for fun. And with only 2 to spare, we have our tank template. Now we do need to build some anti-air for it. I'll throw this up at the top and just get a few of those going. Oh, here we go. We've got an encirclement. Some of my Marines holding these guys in. I'll send another division at them to keep this attack up. Now we can resupply. Our guys will regain organization. They won't. Here we go. Here's another division coming in. Continuing to do work on the German Navy, though our Navy was not nearly as successful as I would have thought. I thought with having the Brits on our side, that we'd really dominate the naval battles in the North Sea, but not even close. So thinking historically, we're actually a little ahead of schedule here. It is... Who is this? Is this Bulgaria? Okay. I'm going to send this division to help because I want Bremen. Eastern North Sea. Not sure where that is. Where there would be an invasion. Alright, so we got another tech slot open. Wondering what to build. I'm done worrying about Navy. We could improve our field hospitals. I want that experience trickle back. See where we might have some capacity to join some attacks. Oh, these are mostly our guys leading the attacks anyway. I'm going to take out this armored division. They are trapped without supplies, so I should be able to wipe them out. This is all looking good so far. Don't know if there's anything else I want to add here. I could keep working on the logistics company. Anything interesting this adds? Not really. We'll add some more to our anti-tank. Here we go, took out another German transport. I have no factories available. Thought I might sneak a couple out of this region, Wester Ems. Oh, thanks, Netherlands. You just took my state. Worked hard for that. How's the air battle going over here? Not the Aegean Sea, Greece. Lost 28 fighters, took down 60. There we go. Now it's moving in our favor. And we're taking out some support too. So there is still some trading going on with fighters, but we're on the right side of it now. Do we have the best fighter design that we can? We've got 3 heavy machine, 4 times heavy machine guns. It's a single engine setup. Let's see, nothing else really makes sense to add here. So yeah, let's just leave that as it is. I don't think we can add anything that makes it better. Any decisions we need to take note of? Not really. Wonder if I can make resistance contacts here. Let's try it. I'm looking at the German divisions we're facing. Their equipment levels are still fairly high, so they're not attrited as much as I would have thought. Some of them are lower, but they're still serviceable. Now, how are these divisions coming along? Tank division's doing well. That's more infantry divisions who are almost ready. British invasion of Italy is not going well. Nor is the British invasion of Yugoslavia. The AI gets a little invasion happy. Kind of playing whack-a-mole with invasions sometimes, where they just do smaller naval invasions that pop up here and there, but it doesn't do too much. Maybe we'll work on that rocket path and start moving that way to get jet fighters. I didn't think about that as a necessity for us. But we are building out a decent air force. I forgot about this other, what is it, CAS unit we have. So I'll throw them over here. Get them helping out. Take out some high convoys that were on their way to Norway. Bit of a journey for them. Now, at these units holding the line, I'm wondering about using... Actually, the Marines are probably honestly better for holding the line than my big... I gotta select a target. The Marine units are probably better for holding the line than my big attacking divisions. Yeah, we're up to 800,000 manpower now. How much do we have in the field? 500,000. Feels like we should have a bigger army than that. But also the only time I really pay attention to manpower numbers is when I'm playing Germany and their focuses depend on having a certain number of troops. So I guess that's a bit skewed. There's some radar up there. Now we're pushing deep into Germany now. Stuttgart, Nuremberg, Hanover, Bremen, all these cities are now under our occupation. Now, service by requirement starts to knock down our factory output, so I don't want to go that high. Those don't really help us because we want to keep our civilian factories going. Anywhere I can break through here. I'll upgrade these divisions. Oh, here we go. Infantry expert's always good because your divisions are full of infantry, so I like to have that trait on most of my generals. How's this looking? Just need more trucks, just need to reinforce them, that's fine. Who needs reinforcements? Because I have tons of infantry equipment in my stockpile. What can I build here? Oh, I can do the large airframe now. I don't quite have the factories for it. And I have just enough medium tanks. Not nearly as many as I would like. And let's move these guys up so they get higher priority for materials. Who can I ask for some territory? Maybe I'll ask the Dutch again. Let's try this. We'll do some war bonds, turn some of our political power into consumer factories. Here we go, got some more divisions lined up now. We are running low on tanks, so I'm not going to turn those into our big units yet. And how are these states looking? 1% compliance, 13% resistance. This is a big jump here from military governor to martial law. And I do like to go with local police force. But I'm not too worried about my, maybe I'll go secret police here. I'm not too worried about my manpower in the garrison. What I really want is to increase compliance so I can get some resources. So I guess it's just oil and rubber, but with the civilian factories, I can turn those into resources. Do I have anything I can actually trade? Well, let's see what my tanks need, because that's my biggest need. I need the chromium there. There we go. Having those extra factories in these territories is a big help. So let's actually take this army we've got left in Brazil and have them be an extra force here that I'm going to use as a spearhead and try to cut off this pocket and trap them in northern France and Brittany. Not sure what this railway gun's doing here. And we have a British invasion of Romania going. Interesting. Let's keep going on the anti-tank upgrade. We're holding here. It's tough. It's going to be tough for us to cross this river. Wish I knew my geography a little better. I can tell you what river it is. But we just crossed it. So let's get a division over there before we lose this territory. One of our divisions is actually able to push through a decent number of German divisions. We're pretty solid. Let's go back to air production. Actually, not resistance suppression, because we've got our territories that we're managing now. And let's actually just add some regular infantry here. I'm not going to have them be tank divisions because we don't have the tanks for it right now. But it'll still be nice to have them training up. Could definitely use more factories building tanks, though. I think that's plenty of trucks for us. We're just over 1 tank a day. Here we go. Kingdom of Italy declares war on Italy. We've got now the split going on where the Italian government, some parts of the Italian government revolt against the Mussolini government. Good to see for us. And our divisions are getting there. Actually going to assign a few of these marine divisions to help out. And let's call a division up from Greece too. We've got enough troops that our manpower is not going to be a problem. There we go. We're just about to seal off Schleswig-Holstein and Denmark. Wonder if I should just cut off part of the front, pull everyone off of this part. Yeah, let's do that. Let's reassign these troops elsewhere. Because I don't think this is the most effective place for them to be. And these guys are just a regular infantry division, so I'm going to make them my 42 with infantry divisions. Since I don't have the tanks to convert them to the tank divisions. There we go. A few more victories at sea. I am still not good at the naval aspect of this game. I've done some reading on it, and it's It's an entirely different thing to figure out, I feel like. It's a lot. Now, once we get these units over, I feel like they should be able to punch through. It's a very light line here. And do we have these guys actually reinforcing? Are they getting what they need? Yeah, they are. They're reinforcing. Sure, let's just throw a naval designer in there. I don't have a reason not to. Let's build some subs. If I've got extra space, why not build some subs? Alright, so these divisions have all arrived. We'll give them a little bit to reinforce. Make sure they get their planning bonuses going. Here we go. This is nice. We cut off Hamburg. All right, let's launch this. Race to the sea. These Americans and French, feel free to join us if you'd like. No, don't worry about it or anything. All right, we took Hamburg. Let's keep moving. Kiel's gonna fall. There we go. Now we got this guy trapped. All right, we've got experimental rockets now. And let's throw more at our tanks. Oh, we could really use more resources. This is starting to look a little rough on the resource front. Guess if we go with construction, that'll give us the extraction. Can squeeze a little more out. What is going on with our steel imports? I guess we did capture quite a few factories in Germany here that we now have. Swiss joined the Allies. Interesting. I'm gonna turn the speed down just so I can manage this a little bit. Oh, we got some medals to award here. Let's go with the recovery rate. Don't have the political power for the next one. I don't believe I need more trucks. Doesn't seem legit. We're up to 2 a day for our tanks. Work on guided missiles now. There we go. And we've got Denmark pretty much liberated here. And we did it. We took it all the way to the coast. So I'm now going to assign that army to just take it to the English Channel. Keep pushing that direction and wipe out the rest of the German army there. Now, the final defeat of the Axis is in sight. It's coming soon. So I'm wondering if we should plan on just attacking the Soviets right away. There we go. Denmark is liberated. Send these guys over right away. Make sure we're pushing through with these divisions. Don't want to stop the attack. And how is this army doing? Pretty well. Let's do a spearhead for Warsaw. I want to push as far east as I can so that we don't lose too much territory to the Soviets. Somehow there's still a few German divisions holding out in Copenhagen. I'll send a couple of my divisions over there to help with that. Huh. I actually have to make this a new front. Wonder why they couldn't take Copenhagen. What medals we have here? Oh, I don't have enough political power anyway. How am I doing on resources? Could use some tungsten. I might as well go with the chromium we need while we're here. So there we go. Now our production should be all the way up. Got all the resources we need. Let's launch this attack. We've got him on the ropes. Anti-tank cannons could be interesting. Oh, this is cannons too, not anti-tank cannons. Range improvements, I think, could be good. Doing a little reading. I was reading about how the range you have impacts your effectiveness. So, really, you're getting a penalty to your stats if you don't have range to fully cover the zone you're operating in. So that makes having more air bases and better range on your planes more important. And I actually haven't been keeping up with my planes at all. They put in the feature now where you can assign them to an army so you don't have to micro them. And I just haven't done that. Oh, let's assign all these to the... Wonder why you're not going with the newer close air support. Is there a different tag on it? Curious. Let's get a new wing going here since we have the planes for it. Oh, we have 500 planes? Yeah, let's do that. And how's my fighter production looking? Pretty good. Don't have a ton, but we do have some of the new fighters. So we're not having to go back to the old ones. We're at just over one a day. I'd like to see a few more fighters getting built, but it's not a problem. Portugal joins the Axis. This got interesting. Well, as Brazil, I feel like that's kind of specifically our problem. Portugal and some of the focus paths claims Brazil. So I might need to dedicate some units to taking on Portugal. There we go. We are really pushing through Germany now. One of our generals was wounded. Didn't even realize we had already captured Berlin. So the Germans should be... They've got to be pretty close to the end here. Oh yeah, 96%. So we will see Germany collapse very soon. So while they're attacking my Marine division here, I've got a big division pushing through into Brest. And that's going to be the end of this pocket. Let's look at my divisions again, see who we can upgrade. Let's give these guys their tank divisions. Or tank companies. Only have 14 tanks available. Not honestly as many as I would have thought. There we go, we've got that pocket taken care of. There we go, now they're surrendering en masse. We've got it. Another pocket down. Keep going on this large airframe. I don't know if we'll actually have time to build up a decent bomber force. We'll see how that goes. And the Germans can't have much left. There we go. Right on cue. We got 50% of their stockpiled equipment. A bunch of random crap. Some trains, some guns. You know, the standard stuff. So who's left? Let's take a second to organize our troops here. Norway's still a fight. We can send our guys to this southern France front, which I will do. And then these guys, this is where it's going to get interesting. Let's plan a naval invasion from Brittany to... Let's try looking for a good density of ports. Let's try Porto. So that's going to be 56 days to plan. Nationalist Spain joins the Axis too. All right, so this could turn into a fight. Not a great one, but still a fight. I'm going to send one of my fighter wings over to France just to help with the air superiority there. Where are my... Here are my new close air support wings. And I'll do the same with this one. I don't anticipate a lot of resistance in the sky. Let's get this fancy new tank division over there. Being a 42 with tank division, I guess they could just pound their way through anything. Gibraltar fell. Okay. How's this looking? Yeah, we lost one support plane to anti-air, but that is it. So we've got a communist Bulgaria who's now fighting against Axis Bulgaria. Hopefully the support from... Oh, here we go. Now we can punch through. They've had to pull enough troops off that we can make it now. I'm going to use this opportunity to push through. We've got the units for it. We can make a run. How are things going? Good. Took out some Romanian ships. These guys look ready. Yeah, we've got some What are we losing fighters to? Accidents. How are we losing fighters to accidents? Seems odd. And let's make sure we're keeping this assault up. I don't want to lose momentum here. We'll help the Greeks get their territory back. So I saw British Malaya capitulated. Things aren't going as well in the Pacific. Actually fairly historical, with pretty much all of this region being under Japanese control. Where are the Americans? It's 1945. I think some bigger coordinated assaults like this will be necessary to punch through this line. Where's this tank? I guess it's not a brigade. This is a division. This is a solid unit. 17,000 manpower. There we go. We got some interesting map interactions going on over here. British fleet basically took out the entire Portuguese and Spanish fleets in one go. So Europe's going well. Is this the... No. Wasn't sure of the symbols there. So here we go. We've got the Kingdom of Italy. Is that the Allied version? All right, now we're pushing through. So that side looks good. One thing I could use is just some smaller infantry units to hold the line in Germany, because it's probably going to be a big push from the Soviets right through northern Germany when we eventually declare war on them. Could use some more troops in this region. I just don't have the divisions to spread along the front there. Do I dare? No. You know what? These guys would be better used in Greece. I'll have them go right through into Greece and work on that front. There we go. I'm not keeping track too closely, but it definitely looks like we're making progress here. All right, there's our nice new division. And we actually had some divisions just waiting around here. Little disappointed I sent my new division over there. Want to see them right in action. So this southern part of France is gonna fall. They don't have the units to keep that up against what we have. Nationalist Spain has assumed leadership of the Axis. Really a bad sign for them. So who's doing all the war score contribution? Soviets have 30%. Brits have 18. Americans have 12, and then I have 8. I'd like to get a little more. Let's take a look at my production. See if it makes sense to start throwing some bombers out. Oh, that's right. We lost access to our Portuguese tungsten. Where did the rest of my stuff go? I can back off to steel right here. This is odd. Can back down some oil. So let's start with these strategic bombers. Large bomb bay. 6 engines seems excessive. Electronics. So we really want radio navigation. Yeah, radio navigation's better in every way. Special modules, don't want those. Heavy machine gun defense turrets. What happens if I add another bomb bay? Drops my agility to 1. So then does that double my strategic bombing to 30? Yeah. And then it does increase my air attack by quite a bit. This is a fast plane still. Let's try it. Let's pick an ugly design. And set up some factories building this guy. Look at maybe some spots where I can build a few less of something. And, yeah. Maybe we'll be able to bomb the Soviets soon. So there we go. Yugoslavia has been surrounded. Let's make a rush on Tirana. Now, Spain could be tough because it gets a little mountainous on the border there. Gives the defenders an advantage. I think that could create a problem for us. We'll actually have this be kind of our new dumping ground for new divisions in our territory in Germany. I think that's a good spot for it. I'm sure when things kick off with the Soviets, we won't be sad that we have extra divisions there. There we go. Albania's, I'm sure, going to capitulate once we take the capital, which should be any second now. So let's take a look at this. Breakthroughs 271. We've got a penalty from low supply. Can they pierce us? Can't pierce it. Okay. So we've got a terrain disadvantage. They're reducing our air superiority reduction, and they're entrenched. So that's where our trouble's coming from. It would be nice if some of these units would join us. There we go. We're starting to break through now. I wonder if we had a tactic or a dice roll or something go our way. Now, once we actually get to the border, that's going to be tough because it gets mountainous and we lose our armored advantage there. Quite a bit of activity in Poland here. Now, Poland is... This is still the same Poland who's allied with the Allies. So it's going to be a weird kind of outcropping once the Axis capitulates. So it's really just Spain and Portugal now. Let's plan a spearhead to Madrid. That's where I want to go. Make sure we get our aircraft in the best spots. Maybe someone else will join in, help us? No? There we go. And now we could push through. Surround these guys. Push into Bayonne. Iraq capitulated. Yeah, the UK was able to dominate the Middle East there. Just have some Italian holdouts here in the western part of northern Italy. And somehow Norway is still going. This fight has been going on for years. I would have thought they would have run out of supply, gotten cut off or something. Here we go. Now this encirclement's looking good. I'm going to pull my divisions off of that front because it's getting crowded. And we are short on tanks. How is production going? We have 3 bombers. I think we'll need a few more. We want all 23 divisions we have getting ready for this push into Spain. Once they're in place, we'll let that planning bonus build up. Got the maximum motorization priority. So we should be able to keep them at least a little bit supplied. And just another moment for the left side's planning preparation. So what's next? Oh, we'll just go to excavation, keep the resources flowing. Let's go. Now those German units, look at their organization, their equipment are low. And I'd imagine the Spanish are going to be in a similar spot soon. Because while they've had some time to prepare, their war economy can't be that big. And I'm sure we can wear them down pretty quick. They're also going to have to put some energy into keeping troops in the field. Having more divisions. Here's our field marshal. Let's give him organization. There we go. And we're just trying to punch through the middle. Leave the flanks to the French. Go basic guided missile so we can hopefully start to launch some missiles at the Soviets soon. Really looking forward to fighting the Soviets. Where was I going with this? I was going to check out construction. That's what I was doing. So we have used more than the building slots we actually have in Germany. What's next? Jet engines for sure. here we go. This is a nice encirclement we've got going in Barcelona. Turkey declared war on communist Iran, which that could be the war with the Soviets, because I believe communist Iran is allied with the Soviets. So we will need to plan for this. We'll plan to take out the Soviet pocket here. That's going to be our first move. Here we go. So we now have to take on the Soviets. I think that's as good a place as any to call it for today. We managed to defeat Germany, well on our way to defeating Spain and Portugal, the last two holdouts in the Axis, and we have just started war with the Soviets. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and have a good one.